Hello, you beautiful donuts. Today we're going to be reacting to memes that only British people will understand. Let's get into it. POV, it's Christmas Day and you're waiting for your dinner. Oh, this is so me. It's always the JD bag as well. You have to keep it on. Wait, is that a Foot Asylum bag? Oh my god, what am I doing? Have I not got eyes? It's like weird because you've got new shoes on. You've got like a full tracksuit on. You just don't feel like yourself. You feel like you could conquer the world. You feel like a Viking. Best thing in the world, get a new tracksuit on Christmas Day. Don't knock until you tried it, guys. I feel like we need a lot of festive memes in this one. Just made a cup of tea in the air fryer. 10 minutes to boil the water at 200 Celsius. Then add a tea bag and a splash of milk. Sugar optional. Pop back in for a further 2 minutes at 180 C until golden in colour. Tastes amazing. To be fair, I think there's a... Oh, how else do you make a cup of tea with a kettle? What happened to a kettle? Why are we putting a cup of tea in the air fryer? Just use a kettle, love. This is bloody woke. Too woke. You don't need to use an air fryer to make a cup of tea. That's where I draw the line. That's where it has to end. We've got to draw the line somewhere. Making a cup of tea in an air fryer. I've heard it all now. Some people put chicken in an air fryer, right? But apparently it goes golden and crispy. You don't agree with it, right? Some people do it, but I'll let that slide. Not a cup of tea. The fact that you leave the tea bag in as well, like that's gonna get mushy. Stop. To be fair though, right? One thing I do have to comment. That is the perfect color of cup of tea. Couple of little bubbles in there, right? You don't really want too many bubbles, right? If you want I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Didn't have the bubbles in there. I would drink it, I'm not gonna lie. Why is 72-hour deodorant even a thing? You should have bathed at least 3 times by then. That is kind of true. Like, why does, like, Shua brag about that? Yeah, you can use our deodorant for 72 hours. You're gonna smell like a champ. It's like, well, surely I want to wash it off after 24, no, or 48 if I'm having a busy week. Why would I want this on my body for 72 hours? What are you trying to do to us here? To be fair, I knew someone once that only had 1 shower a month. I'm not even kidding. They would go in the shower for like over an hour, 1 time a month, and then that would be them sorted. So maybe actually could do with some deodorant that lasts 4 weeks. That would have helped them very much so. Another childhood hero lost to drugs. Oh, God, no. Not Henry. Put it down, Henry. Put the packet down. It's not who you are. It's not who you are. You've still got your whole life ahead of you, Henry. My lord, can you imagine him? He could have like the entire North Pole of drugs, that bloke. Right schnozzer on him. Can smell the future. Still doesn't make it right though, does it? No, not at all. No train has ever touched Thomas like this before. His wheels felt weak. No, get off him, Gordon. Gordon, get out of Thomas's back end, you file. He's a bloody young train, for Christ's sake. Get off him, Gordon. Look at his face as well. He knows he's doing dirty here. He knows he's doing a deed that's unforgivable. Thomas isn't consenting here, Gordon. This is not how we play it here on Earth. Pensioner forced to use bucket as a toilet. How are you forced to do this? I feel like you've done this off your own accord. It says here, I lost dignity. Why did you have to use it? Also, why are you hanging up your toilet roll? Like, this is some sort of shame kink thing, in my opinion. Like, why you're putting this on display for the whole world to see. And then you've actually done an interview with the BBC so more people know about this. Why? Why have you been forced to shit in a bucket, sir? I always love these as well, because they make them hold the bucket just so people believe them. Look, it's this one. Do you wanna see it? No. Gotta buy the Patreon for that one, guys. Oh, mate. What? Is he shaving his feet on the... Oh, you dirty bastard. Oh, put the dogs away, man. This close to Christmas? Oh, this has got to be an act of terror, surely. Surely it's an act of terror. Yeah, put the Christmas socks on, fella. Put the dogs away. No matter how in a rush you are, no matter how hectic your life is, there is never... and I mean never a time to cut your nails and shave your feet on the tube. There's never an excuse for that. Ever. No, I don't want to hear it. Nobody is in that much of a rush where that's the only time you can do that. I'm sorry. There are some weird things you see on the tube, to be fair. I once seen a man completely naked run on the tube, and I mean completely naked, just run up and down the tube screaming. And then the funniest thing is no one looks up. Like, I was staring at this guy like I'm not from London. I was like, what is he doing right now? Nobody looks up. It's like, there's literally a man screaming naked, running up and down a train. Is anyone seeing this? I felt like I was in a movie where I was the only one that was like an actual person. People in London just have like this power where they can just ignore anything. Growing up British, having nightmares because of this program. Oh, don't even get us. Don't even get us started on Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids. It's one of the best and also one of the worst. It's one of the best because the storylines were actually really like interesting as a kid, but one of the worst because genuinely I have had nightmares over this show. The storylines in this show were crazy. There was ones where they would like put them in a pie, Like, it was really, really gruesome. And it was on at like 4:30. Like, it was on. This should have been on after the watershed. It was genuinely terrifying. What a show, though. They should bring that back. It would still do well. Maybe I'll bring it back. Any animators watchers, let's cook. Let us cook. Me sweet old Nana is me whole world. Absolutely love her to bits. Wait, who's the Nana in this scenario? That's what I need to know. Is it Sabrina or is it Elton? They both give kind of Nana vibes here. In like the nicest way. It's got to be Elton, surely. You know, with the little kind of, the short trim that like grandmas get when they get to a certain age. They just kind of, you know, give up with the long hair. It's kind of weird when you get like an old, like a lady gets really old. Because if they keep the long grey hair, they kind of look like like somebody that knows how to do spells, which is kind of cool. I'm kind of here for it. But a lot of them don't. A lot of them are just like, f it, kind of do this. Where Sabrina's given like the long locks kind of grandma. You know, the one that still gets her hair done, gets her nails done every other week. One of them. This is such a good meme though. Elton John with a Horcrux round his neck as well. Splitting his soul so he can live on. We're all seeing you, Elton.
I've got a parcel for 35.
You got wrong fucking eyes, done that.
I've never heard that. If you don't like him, that's understandable.
That's so good. I've got a parcel for 35. Well, you got the wrong house then. What are you doing here? It's 47. Can you not count? Not watch the number jacks when you were younger. Sometimes I wish I could say this to like the postman. Like, look, I like being nice, okay? But one thing that I just don't like doing is bringing in other people's parcels, because then like I've got to like hear out for the door. And then if I miss them, and then do I drop it off? Like, is it my duty to take it to them, or do I wait for them to come? But then if they don't come that night, then I've just got this parcel in my... Oh, ethics of taking in a parcel needs to be discussed, because it creates so much anxiety. Maybe it doesn't for the average person, but for me it does. I just don't know how to play it, especially when it's like a huge thing. Like, what? Yeah, literally, you want me to take this in? You want me to... What is inside this Saturn? It's huge. Don't even buy what I actually want in Tesco these days. Okay. Want caramel wafers, but Kit Kats are in the club card offer, so I get Kit Kats. Yes, Mr. Club Card, I'll buy whatever biscuits you tell me to, sir. Pathetic. Stand with your brother. The club card is a mortal enemy of mine. If there's something that's on the club card that does a good deal, I'm like, I'll do that. Rosé wine. What, you're telling us it's normally 20 quid or 25 quid on the club card? Fucking put that in the basket. Don't even drink the cunt. I just want it. That's how they get you. I realise how old I'm getting, where the things I'm getting angry at. Like, why am I getting angry at, like, parcels getting delivered and club cards? What's happened to us? Is this what getting old is? Happening, mate. Fancy your down... What? Fancy your down by the river tomorrow night? Haha, I'm guessing autocorrector's kicked in there. Yeah, my bad. Meant canal, not river. Oh, this is class crack. This is class crack. What, do you not invite your mates down to like the lake to have a walk? Because it's not what you do. Like, you just kind of talk about what you are like going through when you kind of just beat off your meat. Is that not normal? A bunch of Irish lads doing a Christmas pub crawl dressed as a selection box is still absolute genius. Oh my lord, this is actually great. This is one of the best Christmas like night out outfits I've ever seen. There's so much thought gone into this. You can tell they've planned it for quite a while. One thing I would say though is, who's got to carry the net? Because that's the most unlucky person. The person that's got to have like a backpack with them in every club they go. Also, which one would you want to be? I feel like I'd want to be a twirl, because then people will go, ooh, gives a twirl. I'd be like, alright, no worries, there you go. A little bit of a conversation starter, isn't it? Hell, how fast was the roller coaster going? This is such terrible crack. I'm actually ashamed that I laughed at. That's not even funny. It just did not. I did not expect it. POV, you go on the Smiler at Alton Towers. I present the perfect toast. Oh, what we're saying about it, guys, I've got to lie, I like it a little bit less well done. Also, I'm a square cutter. You know those people that have triangle toast? Oh, what? No! Come on! People that have triangle toast, like, I just don't trust them. I don't know what they're capable of. They know something that we don't, and I don't like it. I don't like, I feels like I'm in, like, the presence of, like, a higher being when I'm with them. I can't stand people that cut their toast in triangles, guys, honestly. Do you remember sitting mad still in the living room with your family watching TV when it was your bedtime so they would magically forget you were there and not send you to bed? I feel like this would work every single time though. I feel like there was always that one TV show that was on at a certain time, like after it, you would always go to bed. And like, sometimes your mom would like forget if you were just silent. Draco Malfoy about to pronounce the P in Potter. He did bang every single Potter though, you've got to admit that. See, when I just see people do that face, I just instantly think they're going to say, Braxton Bullies. Girl named IKEA had to change her name to stop being picked on at school. Stop being picked on at school is arguably a worse name. That's not funny. Come on, Harry. Why would you call your daughter IKEA? You know that they're going to get so many jokes made against them. None of that foreign rain. Ice cubes made with British water. You know that, like, the 65 and overs category are going to love these ice cubes. Finally. God, I'm sick of all that foreign water. Finally, some British ice cubes. Get in the basket. Come on, Linda. We're having some great gin and tonic tonight with British water. In a bad place right now. Not mentally, just flying over Birmingham. I like how, collectively, the rest of the UK, when they just want someone to kind of slander, they just choose Birmingham. Why is that? Why does Birmingham get so much slander? I even slated them, like, their accent in, like, a couple of videos ago, and loads of people were commenting saying, why are you slating Birmingham if you've never been? But, like, why is that? They're just such an easy target for some reason. I have no idea. Mum claims speed of aggressive Aldi cashier left her crying and shaking. To be fair, Aldi workers, they're quick. They're really fucking quick. Sometimes when they're scanning, they're just like, you're like dodging them like, no, Jesus. I think I remember, I might be wrong here, but when I was applying to work at Aldi, I think they said when I went to the interview that you like have to scan a certain amount of items and there's like a leaderboard. That might be completely false, but I'm pretty sure that was Aldi. Or was it Lidl? Because I went to both. I think it was Aldi. This was ages ago. But they said you have to scan a certain amount of items in a certain amount of time. I could be totally wrong there, but I'm pretty... I think I am right. Let me know if anyone has ever worked at Aldi or Lidl, if that is a thing. Rat, 35. My name is Ray, and I can't change it. See, this would be a red flag for me. Like, this is Tinder trying to tell you something. I'd instantly be out here. This is just... I'd be like, you know what? I feel like this is fake. There's a reason that they're not letting them change this. They're trying to tell you something. 35-year-old man called Rat on Tinder. Nah, something about that's a little bit fishy, isn't it? He did something in a past life that he's not telling the rest of us. Mum's booked a holiday and didn't invite me because you'd say no anyway, like you do to family meals. Okay, Mum, but Spain is a little different to a Toby Carvery, isn't it? To be fair, I can see this from both sides. It's like footballers, right? You're not putting the work in training. Why do you deserve to go and play in the match? You've got to put the work in when you don't want to. You've got to go to the family meals. You've got to go to the get-togethers. You've got to go to the Halloween tea parties to get the big payoff. I'm not talking about families if it's playing for Newcastle United. But also, it is like a really humbling experience, you know? Like when you're at that age, when you're skin, you know, you're trying to get money together. You're trying to go out with your mates, whatever. And then it's the first year that you don't get invited on the family holiday. You're like, all right, well, Turkey all-inclusive isn't going to be the same without us. Just letting you know. All right, who's going to be the evening entertainment without me there? Who's going to watch the belly dancers as good as me? Not you. Not without me, you know? I don't know if I've said this on a video, but I always remember my mum is like a proper sucker for a bargain, and you know, I don't know if I can say this, a certain group were gaining a lot of power in next to Egypt. Okay, I think you know who I mean. There were certain videos circulating online where they were doing pretty nasty stuff. Now at this time, holidays to Egypt obviously were very cheap for good reason. However, my mum decided to book 2 weeks to go to a fancy hotel because it was so cheap in Egypt for her. And I begged her. I was like, I'm not going here. Like the videos I'm seeing online. And when we got there was literally 2 layers of security around the hotel. You couldn't go out without getting scanned. You weren't allowed to leave the hotel if it wasn't by like a designated taxi driver to and from the airport. Honestly, it was one of the most terrifying experiences, but it was just cheap as chips and my mum booked it. So, and I actually think that was the last family holiday I went on. I think it was because I complained, to be fair. Yeah, you know, if you're going to complain on holiday, then what you expect? You're not getting invited on the next one. I ramble on this channel, don't I? To the woman in Aldi. Why is there so many Aldi memes? In front of me at the checkout with 107 items, didn't let me jump in front of you with my carrot and turnip. When you get home and are looking for your gourmet burgers and biscuits, I threw them underneath the counter with the bags. Yes! Pettiness on a whole new level. To be fair, if they've already got everything on the counter, like if you expect them to do it, you should never expect someone to let you through. But if they do, it's like a nice thing, but you shouldn't expect it. I do that, you know, if I'm doing my weekly shop. I'm like, do you want to go through? If you only got that, love, oh, get yourself through. Go on. But then, like, if the person after them expects to get through as well, like you see the person after them going, you're like, well, you're not getting through. I've already let one person through. What, do you want to let everyone through? Do you want us to let everyone? Do you want to stay here forever, do you? Like, I start getting pissed off. Why am I rambling? Shut up. This review has just killed me off. It's just a big clock. I don't understand all the hype with this clock. It is literally just a clock. It's going to be a digital one in 30 years anyway. God, I bet they're fun at parties. To be fair, they're kind of true. It is just a big clock. But you can say that about anything. Pyramids, well, it's just sand, innit? Empire State Building, well, it's just bricks though, innit? Eiffel Tower, I don't even know what that's made out of. Anyway, guys, if you would like to see me react to some more British memes to entertain you tonight, click this video right here. Go on, do it. Go on.
Kirkham, baby.